Hi everyone, welcome to Introduction to Special Education. It's nice to see so many new faces and it's nice to see some familiar faces. I'd like to let you know that I will make one of these videos each week. I'll introduce the material for the upcoming week and I'll review anything I think I need to go over from the previous week. So let's start with week one. So you will notice that all the weeks are set up very similarly. There's a discussion each week. Each week, the discussion, your initial response to the prompt is due by Thursday at midnight. And then the rest of your responses, there should be at least 3 to your classmates or to me, are due by Saturday night at midnight. And then the discussions will close. Um, so with regard to any late work, there is a late policy for this class. I will accept work up to 1 week late with the exception of in week 1 and week 6. Work needs to be on time, and that's per the university policy. So the only thing that I don't allow to be made up are discussions. They do close at midnight of the week that they are being presented because it's not really a discussion. If people are adding to it late, there's no opportunity for people to respond. Again, you can make up late work up to 1 week late. So let's say week 2, you are late. You can turn in the week 2 assignment anytime up until the end of week 3. There will be a 10% per day late penalty. All that being said, if some emergency comes up in your family, reach out to me at your earliest possible moment, and let's have a conversation about what we can do to make sure you get your work in, and we will make arrangements. I tend to be most flexible when people reach out to me ahead of time and we can plan for whatever is going on. So it's very easy to get a hold of me. You can either do it through my BayPath email or you can do it through Canvas messaging. I tend to get back to people most of the time within an hour or two, at very most within 24 hours. If you don't hear from me in 24 hours, send me another message. It means that something got followed up with the message because it's very unusual for me not to respond. So let's dig in a little bit into our materials this week. So each week under the reading and multimedia, you're going to see in your learning materials, there's a table of contents with a read, watch, and explore tab. And there will be assignments in each of these. So for our first week, you're going to read about the IDEA, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. You're going to hear from Ed Roberts about the Disability Rights Movement and the Americans with Disabilities Act. And you're going to read a little bit about the differences between IEPs and 504 plans. There are also some videos for you to watch about Section 504 in an IEP, about the history of special ed, and differences between IEPs and 504s. And then the Explore column, if you did choose to use our supplemental text, I always share with you which chapters are applicable. And then you're going to watch the trailer from a fabulous movie called Crip Camp. And I'll talk to you a little bit more about that. There's also access to a KWL chart to assist you with keeping your knowledge and your new learning organized. So feel free to use that to help yourself. Our discussion this week is going to be for you to introduce yourself, talk a little bit about why you're taking the class, what your major is, and what you expect to get out of this class. Feel free to have it be a video post like I'm doing right now. It helps people get to know each other a little bit better, but if you prefer to do it in writing, that's okay too. And then talk about if you've had any experience with special ed or Section 504, either in your personal life with maybe a family member or professionally. So that is our discussion for this week. Make sure you review the rubric and also the best practices for discussion to make sure that you get full points on your discussions. That's for any assignment. Always make sure you look at the rubric before you begin the assignment, and that will help you make sure that you're not missing any important components of the assignment. So for this week, you are going to have a choice of how you would like to present your learning. You're either going to develop a digital poster, a presentation that needs to have a narrative. Remember, if you're doing any presentations for this course, there will always be a requirement for a narrative, or develop a traditional written paper. And I want you to really talk about a brief history of the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act and Section 504, which is in the American with Disabilities Act. Explain the similarities and differences between the laws and also the differences between an IEP, which is an individual education program, and a 504 plan. And note that it's an individual education program. Most people think the P in IEP is for plan. It's really for program. So you have that choice of how you want to demonstrate your understanding. And then I said I was going to mention Crip Camp again. So if you would like some extra credit for this course, you don't have to do it this week. You can do it at any point during the course. Watch the full version of Crip Camp. You can find it on Netflix or YouTube. And then find Judy Human, who you will get to know better through that. I'm sorry, here's my little assistant, my little sheepdog puppy. He's not little here. This is who came to join us. This is Satchmo. He's a almost 9-month-old Old English sheepdog, and he does tend to insert himself. So you're going to find Judy Human on social media. And I did give you how to find her on Instagram, or find her on Facebook or Twitter, and post a comment about the film and either its general importance or its impact on you. And my guess is it will have an impact on you. It's a wonderful film. Take a screenshot of your post and then submit it for extra credit. If you're not on social media, you can send her an email, and I did give you where you can use the contact us form on her website. It is very sad. Judy Human did pass away in March of 2023, but her social media accounts continue to be active. So I hope you get a chance to do the extra credit, not even so much for the extra credit points, but because it is a fascinating, fascinating film. And I think you will be really surprised with some of what happened with regard to the history of what happened with disability rights, and also getting to know a little bit more about the background of some of the people who are involved in the disability rights movement. So I hope you get a chance to do that. And those are our week 1 assignments. Again, if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. And I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you a little bit better and learning with you for over the next 6 weeks. Take care.